Yakum, but and then you can say official communicate by na watch your chess son a cost of Yanko.
Alaska, the kind I mention what's here for, and I mean, ordinary no sanka your state institutions are very effective and independent. Na ubia there was oya. Now when your IGP manababonting and make such a statement, you will not be worried. You have no other option than to trust and believe in whatever that he's saying.
That's right.
Because he's the IGP. But for a man for to raise red flags as to whether 7 hour canon, first, you look at the person, then you look at what has happened in the past. Because Dampare as an IGP, there were a lot of people are more in different ways, but me, so open IGP in recent times, are characterized by a lot of scandals in terms of say Juma as a police officer. Many said there is any IGP with me compared to him.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. And that's a PSA. Ghana for Bomoni good near money be so. Was Alaska yet to chrome her. And I say, police for billion van ya taki kun or Monian police for no. A year or more young police from Penin for Binum. And then no more recruit to a crumb for within the police, and no more yes, I do my dear no. Ya kwachi police from Peninfo, a binum domco share, ga room, I ya lucky or Ahomachi. Ya finance a quansu kuyum kobomu to Como. The sin there, IGP and me and some question to Obia as to why those people, Yakofa more, I said there was a shootout and they were killed.
Because Senebeya and Nukurebi on Makataso.
Because it was just a strategy to kill the matter. And Ghana is a serious country via Sebi. And can that particular question, sa particular way, no, even ka parliament a crowd draw critical way about a year bisa wire. Nipa ye free on the mastermind behind this heist course no. Your fan say you didn't call your friend saying or you say or kwachire be akrom for wa homache. Na yanku obi asesa nipa na yeku no.
Waka some
Alaska. Yet you chroma say, and I'm Kranza, police for Kofa Obi, I want a dema homache. Kobo to Okuno. IGP small police from Accra and Nasa for Koho, or Moko, they ended up killing another person. Then you see, when your investigation. Yante Kromana, your fans say, more ya being or Casway, or more for saying. West Hills Mall.
That's right.
Abrantia said when ya visa to kind the following day wa kohosa or kotofo mo koton and nema. Ya say police ni say or the idea be say no suspect say a view say ya de ya fan saying adena ya de touchy way no ya de titare na ma boy no wuye.
Shocker.
Yes. Then I will take you to Kumasi. The Kosi here Islamic school and Kranketwa secondary school for near 2-tier gas room under the same IGP. So this is the track record I come from Alaska. And he hasn't demonstrated clearly say he's on top of issues so far as this whole thing is concerned. Because Alaska so overhead you see I was West Wagon Commission no reporting near my idea. The IGP at the time no not onim the ekosu or election day no. It is not about taking instruction from IGP.
That's right.
Security fronts in by so many. During election day no. The interior minister is fully in charge.
Okay.
And under his command, there are a lot of security agencies at his behest, you know, obviously deployed to anywhere. In as much as your IGP, no, me say internal security, no, under the interior minister. What are some American? So within 4 hours within the election, or not national assessing who say security edge in Samoa, Alaska, he can deploy the military.
Okay.
What are some American? Yeah, you never see Mrato. Oh, so the Nibia and Kobe, be a maintenance din. But per the discretion of the interior minister, no, because security there, it may change anytime. Yeah,
that's right.
So he has a duty to protect this country.
Interior minister, or your former Greater Accra regional minister, an appointee of this government.
So Omoki can send you just take it with a pinch of salt. Now who say? Alaska, and some no more cannot fly in the face of any logic. Because your core elections, I will chroma say, my council say election security, and for any event, your core party was celebrating the day, DJ day, and near must you are born, you may say we are near coffee upon election and in the security. It's not an event. It's a process. So Alaska, so also who's a processor, you flip your mind back to 2020, what happened? When innocent people were shot dead. And yes, you kuma bra sniper bin a jina babio. On the ground, Hoano, you police for the soldier for Musa uniform, shooting Pakuno.
Oh,
Bessin there, also be an investigation.
And
this a me comment that Dampare by Nasanka or your serious person Ghana for your name. Taking it serious, and can we take it from there? So you do these things to build trust. Because election year come, you got to abandon we now a political party now, but you know, because we are our supporters, but you are boo.
Exactly.
Yes, because we are me and we are and science and muno apart now there be an election area. So you should be fully ready, say, who go into the elections and make sure, say, you protect the vote, make sure, say, the integrity of the elections, you know, Alaska prevail, because especially when you know, say, all the agencies and institutions that are involved in these elections, you know, have demonstrated certain renewed effort to be said. They want to maintain the status quo because I hear your friend saying, yes, your mother Nadia. Now, no, yeah, me say electoral commission, the political party, as sunlight, you can't ballot paper. I'm say, Kroma jokers were Alaska. Those in your money, your friend saying, a destructive tactics and I employ.
That's right.
Because in the first place, when I printed that particular ballot and I ban saying and I printed serial numbers, I am wrong. And it is a bit state sika, I could print ballot. Now say serial numbers, no, I am wrong. Now so mine boka, when you hold accountable. You see, these are questions people are not asking. And to mine I you know, obey to make print there. Now I boka, the ban say yes, no, we have an wedi.
We fake causing financial loss.
Yes, no, we have an wedi. Yes.
I don't know, you're foolishly.
So, Mr. State, you know, when there is nobody in charge, some of these things are quite apparent and quite glaring. So, I know the day, you know, state institutions, where a committee blunder, where you expect them to come out with answers in Alaska, or who say BBBSC and it's business as usual. So, your best political parties lie, they don't moko generium. Yeah, to petrol good, we see a trade out to then you know, a boy and some yasheno. And we think that is engendering confidence. Even printing that particular thing and making mistake, that whether it is deliberate or not, you know, Niginakra has to be answered. So Alaska going into this particular elections, Maka, security is very, very, very crucial. But you must be a fool to trust the Ghana Police Service, say, IGP say, no. Because security, so far as elections is concerned, no, Akufo-Addo Abayin has demonstrated a go way beyond the IGP. I also West Wagon. They see, you know, your friend IGP also nim ho hwe.
That's right.
Your friend saying Minister of Way, is it Interior Minister?
Interior.
Also nim ho hwe. It ended up say, a tax force bi no obi akwase ba bi na ya form and a de a that particular thing. So I know the day, you know, what is the guarantee? Say such operations, you know, NC, because in the first place, nipa na omoya ya waso West Wagon there, no. I setting up commission of inquiry to look into what happened. You know? The commission came out with a report. Says a report on a dustbin Jubilee House. President and Fanya Juma. So I know the day individuals now ya indict or more in the report. You know, a bit and I know some medium feeble papa wedding so opoku wine and then obia oya candle no. Or your brigadier general, and after that, you was West Wagon. Yeah, to the postum.
So why do we say?
Because I'm a I was West Wagon. Commissioner indicted me. Say, your friends say you're investigating me now, even me post to cry as a for I am here, say, but you bet me at so and I say, bang, then. Nah, you better sorry. Nah, your friends are all brigadier general. And then I know investigation, weapons a press conference. I mean, yes, so can the paper crying himself or a brigadier general. I dare say, so such person has been rewarded out of that particular violent way in their course, you know. Alaska, we are another soldier now to an office, obey allegiance to government. What do you do? That day, you know, you do whatever that it takes to ensure, say, Alaska, obey. To me, I make it a buying of survival. So I know the day, no, once no equally, you'll be rewarded. Because Obukwaya, ya was West Wagon, ya rewarded. No. So what is the guarantee that we are young rewarded? So you see, for me, the rhetorics around all these things, you know, Alaska, I think that we need to move beyond that. Now, no, na Captain Smart show radio station, yes, and a bio wine offer. And offer, and as I'm say, some medium fee, didn't throw. na wakoka nsema to soja ni so na soja ni no obi oye na dwuma oye distinguished statesman adentina sameja mfitimi ka nsema onim de to no so na ono na bi no onim se NDC for the ambulance air transport atuo ewo ye friend say Kumasi ne environs na police ni kwasi fence Kofi Boache ni tax ewo Kumasi na oya awe baby a omo ewo ye friend say obokro bidin ewo Ashanti region bobo sa na ma we nyina na me say oh fine. This is a guy I'm told say or you're part of your friends buffer stock board right. And he's part of government and he's fully aware say obi edi etuo egu ambulance in air transport in around security of the country rightly under your belt.
Exactly.
So then stop you from engaging them and telling them so oh amam for yesi and asa amam for yesi. And again what's this soja ni na amam for eboni di our press conference ye good animase. At the same time that same guy is pointing accusing fingers our Kofi Boache. Na make a chance Kofi Boache ne on their all call retirement and integrity in order to get them to on integrity. The on the boni din say oh training tax or not there that is okay with you. But Colonel Opoko say your first brigadier general there on the boni dia in ye. This is the level of double standards that you play in this. Alaska ya babe through her because of you see elections, my culture is beyond the political actors on the stage, There are other critical and crucial stakeholders. I'm complementing the effort. That has to do with your first panimfo now or can about peace council. You can't about your friend saying Omomutu are buying for. We are talking about a soft form panimfo and a soft form work room. But and some prophobes I was there. Over the years, what has been their position so far as this whole election is concerned? I know be a taking position or be a taking side. Abranti ya your friend macho man ya also a software odiba omiachi on fan say. Yes. Alaska. Or your software by never be a baumia he's part of it.
That's right.
So in case there is a thing and you call that person or a part of peace council and so forth, I never said over big catch now. So these individuals now otherwise, you ever transit near to when you or to the idea. Some Krofuko and Impanifo will be sorry in Alaska and Omunina has they have compromised your friends say integrity in an answer for them him for and no do not soil or people don't even take them serious. Another bastion of your war has to do with our court. Already people are not going to court.
Exactly.
So I know the day says near magic in Kre will chroma when you're falling on him. But it looks as if say people don't care. For election see a belusu there and then your violence and soldier for will take over, then it ends there. That this is my with my country.
Right.
That is a strategy. Young cause of violence say be ko good young corner. And the police for no soldier for who say and this MPP ya ho and then they'll put a stamp on it, the movie will be on cotton for
a strategy.
Now Alaska. Now yes strategy they best and Albaka. Because Nema air cost clearly say Obia prepared for peace. Obia ye the obey just to ensure say 2 million crime be of a fast one obeji be obeji. And the would here in some president aka in the past and in some aka. What demonstrated clearly say 2 million he's not willing to let it go. Apart from also hand it over to the puppet that is the only way he thinks will hand it over power. And the president on several occasions are making it quite clear to people say he's not handing over. And no, Sansem Hununu na okay ya Emma American embassy.
That's right.
Issue with the bar say Omo deny we are Ghana ni na moso na election way and I want undermine democracy. Alaska, you will be sanctioned. So why have this over US out? Do you know why they did that? Because Obi, how many people and what the capacity to undermine election going into this particular more in the institutions of state?
Exactly.
Yeah, there are opposition people who can equally undermine, but you see, need now rest. So you should know the intent and the import of that particular message, and not US for sending who and who they are sending that particular message to. Because so what do we need to form now here near my air cost or grounds in clearly a trust say. Peace now, yeah, they are not pretty keke. That is the reason why the last time I catch us as a peace council say, oh, share political stakeholders, and in Casa, catch us a peace or be negotiating on the premise of injustice, and you war what to Ashada. Because I know the day, when people get to know the raw deal now, they will battle it out. But as long as I can say, elections are to many Ghanaians are your destiny. To many Ghanaians are another independence.
Okay.
To many Ghanaians, a freedom from oppression. To many Ghanaians in Alaska, a breakaway from individuals omo free say Ghana no ya omo family legacy bia it has to be shepherded and continued. That is the election of Ghana for kwakoye. And no amount of intimidation and the bet me bend the legitimate will of the people. Me say the only way a peace bet me prevail in Ghana going into these elections is to make sure say the average Ghanaian no will have the power to decide how about be president. Alaska say Ghana for kwagina poll no yese ba umia na selo mo pena and yese obviously wara wo jejereje say Ghana for ko no mo say mahama no mo pena that omo no mo decide me boa. But for anybody or anywhere to sit in the shadows and things oh me na me wo to me and I can use my influence to manipulate the elections and ensure say I get somebody elected no e hona asem no wo and this obia wa asem bi kan acting say nipa omo massive control to engineer any manipulation so far as this elections is concerned. Are your government officials any easy? And you need to send a message to them say, going into these elections, you know, we need to deliver free and fair elections. And then the security agencies. In the past next year, people got away with it, you know. There is enough motivation for BOA Sojani, for BOA way to get involved in this election because I know the day. You will be protected. You will be rewarded just like another candidate has been promoted, you know. So the allegiance at this point, you know, isn't to the state, isn't to the people, isn't to the constitution. It is to the people out there. Yet me promote you Alaska. Because in recent times, so we have security agencies and your police and whatever Alaska. About whom you know. Call to party foot soldiers and let forum. So I know that they know we are just rewarding people ADN and the almost be urema. The more young to ensure that Abino will continue to be there. So Nipa will expect to say, ordering the conscience and not dream by you making sure that you protect the country, no? Nobody is protecting any country. It's the reason why amidst of all this, the echo swing, no, at the middle of it, a security couples and security mpanimfua or woman, a duty. So we making sure that peace be prevail, you know. They are the very people who are drumming this war whole thing in this election. So Alaska. Going into this election, me the makers are Ghana and you are prepared. Go to anywhere wachi. Now have a BINM the current economic circumstances of Ghanaians or how na mania manfue kom said the suku samaya na na me catch ho suku a manfue su and near kese o baby ne ti how he nema ya draw na se for man abebe ni control fear clearly a trust say yakachi and we need to push because my catch say ne baby e gina ye ni me wo Ghana me wo Nigeria na me wo US we are all competing on the same global arena Alaska all that it takes in this betimia bring your people at par say betimia train you with the best say ya omo so betimi I have something to offer in return because if you believe say it take human resource and build your mind then you need to invest in the people but unfortunately politics are here in recent time the last 8 years because I won't say what has been the priority of government is it you or me it is about few individuals around them doing all that they can to make money so baby I was expect to say investment as a ekonipamuno na sa asika na ye didi nsem hunu endi am kwakose swimming pool abra Ghana fo esu amanfo pesika e de akwakoto mu no ne nasefo no ya je usika se ya debt restructuring wanu beba ahoso no na aban de sika na kotu amana so obesi cathedral na obenya asofo mo se nade na mo pagya osade yo ayi kuntan de akire de na mo minim kakra na ye bo aban we na sika na kwakose in the end no wonyo obi oba begira ba Kenyan sasem bi acho na sika na hye agu Alaska enne hwe dollar hwe cedi Ghana ni odidwa sen na brabo esiti ene nema nyina ya basa so wodim se wabobra papa you don't do anything to manipulate the elections you allow the legitimate will of the people to prevail at the ballot let Ghanaians decide say ya na yate na oman no mu nipa we na ye free say aba no obetimi lead ya man but say me fa kuntu na say at this time the Ghana for family Alaska me say people are willing to die than to let anybody cheat them in the elections. Oh,
that's right.
Because to a lot of people, no, after all, you have nothing to lose. You live in a country, say young people near Jumaya, Makacha say threaten everything. Because when young people have nothing to lose, they become your friends say cannon folders.
That's right.
Oh, he has nothing to lose. So any risky venture, they go there. And a hot and a yadru and there. So there are people who are willing to do the impossible to ensure, say, on my way will stand. Your friend is saying, "Baby, yes, or person but I watch you so bet me for kuntuna say because when I walk to me and because person Bawumia emra medi ye fan saying aba ne na asefo no ma Alaska we need to think again because Ghana for how more promises na Akufo Addo ma ya o kan ye no se nka oba ye obeye ya I am not sure se nka ye tie ya no dem nka ye tie no an se ye preach aban no ba no oh oka se obeye one this one dam waye oka se waye monto man because we are concerned about the future of this country but policies programs measures everything beyond Alaska threaten the foundation of our very existence as people your financial stability your human stability not threaten ye and if you go ahead and push say still I am comfortable with me so that comes back to the question na President Kufuor na no na obisa no say Ghana for nkoto amama Bawumia no nti otuwa no obisa won say enti krom ha no politics na ye de akwakowu ana asesen kwa Alaska politics no ye duru ba bia even so we are core politicians krana what transit from being a party icon to a statesman at the statesman level no you speak for the general good of the people and your party be but unfortunately but Kufuor anyina duri na Alaska the for me nyina chi he doesn't see say Ghana for a call how go na no me ka kire o omo kwasa lie ewo finance minister are no more pickety because nisika would better diabetes and do aban say ompia nkwa animu nisika would better way aban say ompia nkwa animu because aban kind for rata bia kobon kwase abosie bia nipa kanyan sasam che na wantie enti ama o man na boka these people are protesting because they have few days to live no be already 80 years pushing nisika nkwa animu no akwaje na da ban Alaska enti sa uncle for no demonstration no President Kufuor as a statesman needed to identify himself with these people as I say my classmate me megina ha my demonstration because me former president be so sika gu bag ma bra me ofia madi but you need to identify yourself with the people say these are your classmates the privileges you have no they don't have it so you need to speak because you are an influential person but so what go go so now we have just said the SCBA unhu ya then Alaska you lose your status as a statesman, then you become a petty partisan. Your friends say mugu bia woti ba bia wo de the whole hand say o party media konwa as to whether enkoyo won fa ho. We ya sa na Alaska. E do that point na we move from obi a o build your mind e ba be your man boy for and I'm not sure say that is what you want to become.
Right, when I say live already out on 92.3, that was Ivan Chino say Mika Mwabasisia.
After my main coming real more song, who I mean, I was Safari Valley Eco Park in Trail. Every I grew up pet, a quantify puncher for one walk of power edgy and the young far, fire ever fast swing us, who did now remove one trail when she fit in my rap pie. You will know it to say zebra, sable antelopes, crown cranes, mara, silky chicken, emus, wallabies, deer, ponko, any more pea, nine to mean kind. I quantify for no can remove one year. Listen, I will know one think it's a woman's peach lane. Maybe man we do nimpo na da dan pa ni zebra no ya kompatan so nsi no so afene ya enti ya ji aho me edi wie bia no wo bebia ho ye feyi na woni enije gwe ni dwuma bi ni na bo sha se fi 250 Ghana cedis na aya kwama mo from ndi hwinsia sha so de baba na nti ahwe enwe mu mo so ahu ni we ma ye ni just from ko beda ya koma so ya
documentary no mo sha se yi
na sign it ya ko Safari Valley Eco Park.
Safari Valley
Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
Promotion. Ghana for up-to-date estate and constructions limited. Ewa asamadama mo November any December busumi mo no. Ye promotion ewa yensa ase no so. Ama ya titin sa ase ni wo so say who yensa ase no Chopoli. Any Shy Hills. Chopoli site A outright payment no. Na ye 35,000 Ghana cedis. Ene ye di about 25,000 Ghana cedis. Site B na ye 25,000 Ghana cedis. Ye di about 20,000 Ghana cedis. Site C na ye 25,000 Ghana cedis. Ye di about 18,000 Ghana cedis. Shy Hill Site A, na ye 30,000 Ghana cedis. Ye di about 25,000 Ghana cedis. Site B, na ye 25,000 Ghana cedis. Ye di about 20,000 Ghana cedis. Ye no echi no, woni ye pese tia ne kakran so. Still, ye wo package wo ho. Emma mu nyina. Ye no echi no, ye barcode site plan, land surveying, building construction, architectural drawing, any land registration, ye site visitation, if you ada any memindabia, up-to-date estate and constructions limited. Ewo lashibi. Oben Shalom Sport, bus stop no, Fred 0500 454 989 and 0531 228238. Up to date estate and constructions. We got you covered.
Mami, and me, I say,